My friends, it occurred to me the other day that anybody who has ever worked with or cared for or raised a young child, be it parents, especially parents, grandparents, maybe older siblings, in my case, a godparent, neighbors, babysitters, you get the idea. Whoever has raised and cared for a young child owes a special debt of gratitude to whoever it was in the history of the world that invented the pacifier. Think about it. That little round piece of soft plastic has saved the sanity of just about every parent or person who ever tried to change a diaper, right? A young child, an infant, very mobile, doesn't want to be held down even for those few split seconds to change a diaper, right? But you pop that pacifier in their mouth, instant contentment. Whenever a baby cries, and everything seems to be just fine, right? They've eaten, the baby is clean and dry, the baby of course has all the toys imaginable at its disposal to entertain it, the baby. Something's off. Again, there comes the pacifier, and we have a happy baby. While we outgrow our cribs and our playpens as we get older, we never seem to outgrow our pacifiers. I know personally it was an all-out war between me and my parents when the time came for me to give up that little piece of plastic. It was so much a war that my parents told me Santa would bring me a very special gift if I left my pacifier with his milk and cookies. The next morning, it was gone. Whenever we start feeling empty inside, as adults, teenagers, young adults, or even those children that are just old enough to not need the pacifier, whenever we feel empty inside, whenever we feel disappointed or dissatisfied with the way things are turning out, whenever we sense something's missing in our lives, we stick to our pacifiers, popping it in our mouth and grasping that moment of instant contentment. Our pacifiers as adults and older children can be simple things such as a candy bar, time spent with friends, eating, shopping, working, maybe even taking care of other people so we don't have to think about our own emptiness. Yet for some, their pacifiers might be more complex or even harmful. Things such as pornography, illegal drugs, the misuse of social media, smoking, excessive drinking, placing blame on others. Whatever it may be, our pacifiers somehow give us at least momentary peace in the absence of love, hope, justice, and mercy. Whatever our pacifier, while it does not nourish us, at least we know it's going to fill the hole, fill that void that needs filling in our lives, the thing that just isn't right, that is causing us pain or dissatisfaction. The season of Lent is a time to give up our pacifiers. Today, we have a great invitation to go out into the desert with Jesus, to enter the Lenten wilderness and truly encounter God. But in order to do that, it requires us to leave our pacifiers behind. Nothing is too small to give up. Could be a chocolate bar, a few hours of overtime, or even those few drinks on a Friday afternoon with friends or coworkers. Whatever we use to fill the place in our lives where God should dwell. Christ invites us to join him in this desert experience. We are called to take our pacifiers with us into the desert and to leave them there. We are called to try and identify that spot where God needs to dwell. Nothing on earth can fill that place, despite our best efforts to try. My friends, let this Lent be a time where we finally grow up and put aside our pacifiers. Whatever that little fixation or want is that we feel we need to fill the place in our hearts and in our spirits where only God alone is longing to dwell.